Former Chief Minister of Nagaland and NPF leader T.R. Ziliang held high hopes about his party's performance in upcoming Manipur Assembly elections. The two-time Chief Minister says NPF, who is fighting in 10 seats, will play a crucial role in the formation of government. 3 workers allegedly abducted by Nationalist Socialist Council of Nagaland Kaplang section from Arunachal Pradesh, Longteng district, while one of the laborers later released, remaining the 2 migrant workers still believed to be in captivity. Association of Employees employed as fixed pay worker or work charge employees under payment of PWD RNB protest asked for non-payment of their salary for 22 months in abroad. It also urges the government for regularization of service of present employees at least 15 years prior to retirement. Field Workers Association PWD Kipre district shuts down its office on Wednesday over the issue of pending salary after protest on Tuesday went unnoticed by government of Nagaland. Officials state that the office will remain closed until their demand is fulfilled by the state government. Nagaland police registers around 35 cases in 1 week related to drugs and Indian-made foreign liquor. A total of 37 people arrested related to seizure of narcotics, psychotropic substances and IMFL. Hello viewers, welcome you all to Nagaland TV Primetime News. I'm Nltv. Let's look at the stories. Naga People's Front leader T.R. Ziliang has expressed that he is confident about a good show by his party in the upcoming Manipur Assembly elections. The two-time candidate Nagaland Chief Minister showed optimism and said that the NPF candidate will give a good fight and come out successful and be instrumental in the government formation in Manipur. His comments came during the NPF ticket distribution ceremony for the upcoming Manipur Assembly election. Notably, this time the NPF will contest in 10 assembly constituencies. In 2017 election result, NPF secured only 4 seats. However, Ziliang stated that the NPF tally will enormously improve this time. He congratulated the candidates on securing the NPF ticket and wished them all a great success. Ziliang is overwhelmed to learn that there were many contenders for party ticket, which goes to show that the Naga People's Front has taken deep roots in Manipur. He called upon every party worker to work in unison for the success of the candidates and in the process carry forward the aims and objectives of the NPF party.
And on behalf of the NPF Aviation Nagaland, congratulate all the 10 candidates who will be fighting on behalf of the NPF in my election. And also, my congratulations goes for sitting MLAs for successfully completing their term. Few days back, when we met Manipur Chief Minister in Guwahati, along with all the committee members, he conveyed his grateful thanks to our President and all the party identified for upholding the spirit of peaceful coexistence in Manipur through 4 MLAs in his ministry. Personally, he told me to convey his grateful thanks to our President. Through his blessing, our 4 MLAs stood fast behind his government. and his government at one point of time, they have faced a turbulent situation. But four MLAs did not waver anyway during the crisis. That is what he has conveyed to us. Secondly, I also congratulate Dr. Loro or Honorable MP and Sri Bekewo with Manipur in charge. And they have carried out their mission successfully, as we have witnessed today with the presence of all the party people. All of them, they have worked hard to select the winner candidate for an ensuing election. We have come across most of the contenders for MP ticket were party sincere voters. In one way, we should say it's unfortunate. Many of them were denied ticket, which was a painful decision taken by the committee members under the chairmanship of.
3 workers have been allegedly abducted by the National Socialist Council of Nagaland Kaplang faction from Arunachal Pradesh, Longding district. It has been learned that one of the laborers, namely Nangfua Wangpang, was later released. However, the remaining 2 migrant workers, Hemanta Koch from Dibrugarh, Assam and Ramashish Mahato, who hails from Bihar, are still believed to be in captivity. The abducted workers were working for road construction company PP Enterprise in their road making project in Longkau and Pumao village of Longding district. The kidnapping has been suspected to be linked with extortion demand. Meanwhile, Bharatiya Janata Party MP from the state, Tapir Gao, appealed to the militant group to release the innocent amid ceasefire negotiations. The BJP leader also addressed Arunachal teen Miram Tarun's family's claim that the boy was tied and blindfolded at all times and had been subjected to mild electric shocks while in the custody of China's People Liberation Army. 17-year-old Tarun was allegedly abducted by the Chinese army on January 18 from the Lungta Jor area near the line of actual control when he went on a hunting trip with his friend.
आप देखिए अरुणाचल प्रदेश में 3 जिला है, सांगलांग, तिरप, लोंगडिंग, ये बहुत टफ एरिया है। इसमें अभी मैंने डिप्टी कमिश्नर से भी संपर्क हुआ, ये एब्डक्शन सही है और 3 लेबर को एब्डक्ट हुआ। कौन सा अंडरग्राउंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने एब्डक्ट हुआ वो पता लगाना थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा। उसमें से एक बंदा को छोड़ दिया, 2 को लेके गया, किस तरफ लेके गया पता नहीं है। लेकिन मेरा अपील है, अभी नागालैंड और अरुणाचल के इस लोंगडिंग जिले में जितना अंडरग्राउंड है, अभी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का साथ सीज फायर में है। अब सीज फायर में एक्सटॉर्शन, ये किडनैप करना, ये समाज के लिए सही नहीं है। फिर भी मैं गवर्नमेंट ऑफ अरुणाचल प्रदेश से भी संपर्क हूँ और गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया से भी रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, जब तक हम गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एंड नागा आतंकवादी के साथ जब सीज फायर है, तो अरुणाचल प्रदेश में ये एब्डक्शन करना, एक्सटॉर्शन करना गलत है। तो इसलिए इसको गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया टैकल करे, जब सीज फायर में है इस टाइप का इंसिडेंट ना हो। और मैं उस अंडरग्राउंड ग्रुप को भी अपील करूंगा, ये इनोसेंट लेबर है, जो सड़क बनाने वाला लेबर है, इस लेबर को आप किडनैप करके आपको कुछ मिलने वाला नहीं है। एक हैंड टू माउथ, एक काम करने वाला लेबर को किडनैप करके ऐसे तकलीफ ना हो, तो इसलिए उसको जल्दी से जल्दी रिलीज किया जाए। अंडरग्राउंड ग्रुप से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, शांति बरकरार रखें। आप गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का साथ सीज फायर में है और निगोशिएशन चल रहा है, तो इसमें ऐसा एब्डक्शन ना करें।
Field Workers Association PWD Kifred District on 1st February held its first phase of agitation regarding the pending salary of work charge employees. However, the state government did not pay any attention and also did not assure any positive response. The association therefore decided to shut down its office on 2nd February, and the officials have stated that the office will remain closed until their demand is fulfilled by the state government. The Association of Employees employed as fixed pay worker or work charge employees under the Department of PWD, RNB, Nagaland, All Nagaland PWD Field Worker Association on Wednesday protested at the office SDO PWD, a boy division for non-payment of their salary for 22 months, despite working diligently. The association has implored concerned department to review and pay the salary of employees and questioned the state government on no payment of salary. In 2015, the association won a court case for non-regularization of service or work charge employees, but the process is still on hold at the department level. The ANPWD FWA urges the government to pay the salary of 22 months and consider regularization of service of present employees at least 15 years prior to retirement. The office of SDO PWD RNB, a boy division, will remain closed until the department releases their salaries.
Sir, itu tu kunto jaga ase na?
Itu Apoy division ase. PWD RNB Apoy.
Acha sir, itu reason to aji la protest to ki nemede boy ase apne khan do?
Ami khan logore department bara government bara 22 man puisa nida karne workshop staff hai naga tukwa do dekhabo kane buhi ase. Itu kane ban guri ase. Itu kane agitation jai ase.
Sir, aro itu office bon gora do kitia kholibo?
Itu ami khan logode government bara department bara puisa do ami khan la salary do netia tak ami khan logode do pending puisa do netia tak nakholibo kane ami khan naga ban guri ase.
Aro sir, moi olop huna do इतिया अपने खान वर्कर्स बा खान रेगुलर भी न होइगेना आरो स्केल पे भी ना पाइगेना रिटायर हुआ खान बिशी दुख पाइगेना जाए ऐसे को दिखी ऐसे होनी ऐसे तो इतो लगा हिसाब तो अपने खान की कौ मन जाए तो हसना मिसा ऐसे नगर रिटायर हुआ
आमी खान लगते 2015 जनवरी बरा शुरू करिने आमी खान कोर्ट केस करिने नागालैंड गवर्नमेंट लगते डिमांड करिसे कोर्ट केस करिने आमी खान लगते ट्वाइस इन इयर्स इनका जनवरी एक बार जून एक बार रेगुलर ऑर्डर दिए होगा इतनी बंद हुई से इतना तक इतनी एक को भी एक्शन हुआ नहीं इनका पिछले वक्त हमें अब डिवीजन लगा दो गांधी के ने रिटायर हुआ खान ऐसे खान स्केल खान बीसी इनका तो ऐसे कोई नहीं तो जाने दिया से
जैसे अमाकान अपोई डिवीजन वर्क चार्ज मानुकान जमा कुरिया से फुक रखिया बरा एक को ने क्या किने 22 महीना भूख लगी के पढ़ा बरा मुगान पैसा मांगिब कई जमा कर अपोई डिविजन खान गवर्नमेंट लगत एजुकेशन कर पैसा निदिया तक तो 22 महीना पैसा निदिया तक यू ऑफिस क्या भी नुखुलिब कई मैं भूख रखा बरा इनका जमा कर मैं वर्कचार्ज लगा मागी भी आसे बच्चा भी आसे सब घर मानु भूख पूरा बही आसे यू कारण गवर्नमेंट MLA मिनिस्टर खान के भी कई आसे यू तो दिले फल आसे यू निदिले तो मैं भी ये बही किने ऑफिस तो क्या भी नुखुलिब पैसा रिलीज नकरा तक तो यू कई दी आसे गवर्नमेंट के डिमांड we demand
Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Tuesday presented the Union Budget for financial year 2022-23 in Parliament. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced that a new scheme, Prime Minister's Development Initiative for North East (PMD) EVNE will be implemented through the Northeast Council. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Monday announced the allocation of 1,500 crore under Prime Minister's Development Initiative for Northeast region. The Minister said that budget will fund infrastructure in the spirit of PM Gati Shakti and social development projects based on felt needs of the Northeast. She further added that it will enable livelihood activities for youth and women, filling the gaps in various sectors. She, however, said that it will not be a substitute for existing central or state schemes.
2023 session the finance GSA
budget for the year 2020 empathy effect by PM inclusive development in a landmark reform of independent India, showcasing the spirit of cooperative.
The Nagaland police have registered around 35 cases in 1 week related to drugs and Indian-made foreign liquor ROM January 18th to the 24th. From the Nagaland Police weekly update, it is seen that a total of 37 people have been arrested related to seizure of narcotics, psychotropic substances and IMFL. The highest number of registered cases was related to the seizure of IMFL with 27 cases, wherein 29 people were arrested with a total of 9,308 bottles of IMFL. 8 cases related to ICS and psychotropic substances were registered in this connection. Nagaland police have been taking measures to crack down anti-social activities and appealed to the public to combat the menace by providing any information related sale, distribution or any form of IMFL or narcotics to the nearest police station or Nagaland police station, whose CAM phone number is available on the Call Your Cop mobile app. ICAR Research Complex for NEH region, Nagaland sector on Monday has organized a stakeholders meet at Metsivema, Nagaland. The meeting was organized in order to address various issues and strategies for the improvement of agriculture and allied sectors in the face of newer challenges. The farmers from different districts of Nagaland participated in the meet, and directors and secretaries from different departments in the field of agriculture and allied sectors also attended the meet. During the meeting, ICAR officials demonstrated the steps of farming to the farmers and thereafter took the farmers on a field visitation at Research Farm ICAR Nagaland. The farm officials also illustrated on poultry, piggery and animal husbandry.
मुर्गी도 tadi thagado Srinidhi jat koire Srinidhi Philister gan broiler gan sob bhunina mohana idu nishina yade thagado Srinidhi ase yade thagawala do Vanaraja ase aro moi gan sob bhunigina ase layer broiler do bhunigina ase na layer do anda dia laga khali anda laga broiler gan do mangso gorone 42 days de 1 kg atha 2 kg bungchigina khai dia hanna to idu duida jat to ase Believe me, farmers handle mostly local murgi rakhi na DC murgi walo na local. To local aro peladi chat laga murgi tuita laga in between ikna kurigena.
Sharing a bit of good news amidst the battle against the virus, the Principal Director of Health and Family Welfare, Nikrele Kimau, announced that the Nagaland may soon have a genome sequencing machine which will make the process of WGS faster and easier. Earlier, samples collected from the state were sent to Kolkata and currently to Imphal, which takes longer period of time. Notably, the wait period for the results tend to vary between 2 to 3 weeks. According to Dr. Kimau, the department has approached the state government and the government of India to expedite the process of acquiring the sequencing machine, and it has been accepted. Lieutenant General R.P. Kalita, UISM, Aviation, SMVSM takes over as General Officer Commanding-in-Chief of Prestigious Eastern Command on 1st February 2022. Lieutenant General R.P. Kalita paid homage to martyrs at Vijay Samrak, followed by a guard of honor at Garrison Battalion Barrett Ground. Prior to this, he was Director General Manpower Planning and AMP Personal Services in IHQ of MOD, New Delhi in 1984. R.P. Kalita was commissioned into 9 Command and has extensive operational experience in Sri Lanka, Jammu and Kashmir, Northeast. He commanded a Rashtriya Rifles Battalion in Kashmir, a mountain brigade and an infantry division actively committed in counter-insurgency operations in Jammu and Kashmir and strategically important corps in Northeast. The army commander conveyed his warm greetings to the people and wished them peace, prosperity, health and happiness in times ahead. NPF President Rosile Lejechu, in his presidential address, said that the party may face some difficult situations at the beginning when all its leaders were in the fray applying for a party ticket. But they all are happy and this situation has slowly changed into a favorable one. Placing on record the understanding gesture of the candidates who had withdrawn from the race, Lejechu said that Central Office will do its best to recognize the sacrifices made by the leaders. While congratulating the 10 candidates, NPF President said that a party ticket is not just a piece of paper to allow them to contest the elections, but it is a responsibility thrown upon their shoulder to see that they bring laurels to the party. Lejechu remarked that NPF is a regional party that represents the identity and the personality of the Naga people. The party is steered by principles to preserve the culture, heritage and tradition of the Nagas.
For the coming 12 general elections in Manipur state. All the assembly constituencies in the hill area hold alternative second phase of voting, which is scheduled to be held on 3rd March 2022. For this election, the party faced some difficult situations at the beginning, when all our leaders were in the fray applying for a party ticket. But we are happy that this situation has slowly changed into a favorable one. Therefore, we want to place on record our sincere thanks to the following party leaders who have withdrawn their candidature from the race at the request of the party. Mr. Paul Moyao, Working President from 45 Chimay Assembly Constituency, Mr. Honrekui Dasu, General Secretary from 43 Umer Assembly Constituency, Mr. Samuel Bissau, Working President Central from 44 Umer Assembly Constituency. Party will remain grateful to them. I want to ensure that the Central Office will do its best to see that this is not merely an expression of gratitude and appreciation for the sacrifices. The party will translate it into a reality to recognize the sacrifices made by our leaders. Friends, elections normally offer the opportunity to party leaders to come into contact with grassroots level party functionaries. It is also a privilege for party leaders to educate the mass with party principles
Diesel in most parts of the country may cost ₹2 per litre more from October 1, while petrol in a few places such as Northeast may see a price hike after Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman levied additional excise duty on fuel sold without blending it with ethanol or biodiesel. Presently, 10% ethanol extracted from sugarcane or surplus food grain is blended or mixed in petrol, meaning 10% of ethanol mixed with 90% of petrol, with a view to cutting oil import dependence and to provide farmers with an additional source of income. Referring the Union Budget 2022-23 as a step towards making modern India, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday said that this time Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman's budget has several important provisions to take India forward in the direction of modernity. While addressing a program on Atmanirbhar Vasta, the Prime Minister said that Sitharaman comprehensively explained the budget in a timely manner given its vastness. While addressing PJP workers and leaders, the PM pointed out that Indian economy is at a turning point and there is possibility of a new world order post-COVID pandemic. Today, the world's perspective of looking at India has changed a lot. Now the world wants to see a stronger India.
बजट में देश को आधुनिकता की तरफ ले जाने की दिशा में कई महत्वपूर्ण कदम हैं। बीते 7 वर्षों में जो निर्णय लिए गए, जो नीतियां बनी, पहले की जिन नीतियों में गलतियों को सुधारा गया, उस वजह से आज भारत की अर्थव्यवस्था का निरंतर विस्तार हो रहा है। आज भारत की तरफ देखने के विश्व के नजरिए में बहुत बड़ा बदलाव आ रहा है।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while addressing a program on Atmanirbhar Vasta on Wednesday, stated that the migration from border villages is not good for the national security. Hence, current budget has provisions to develop vibrant villages on the border. The Prime Minister said that budget also focused on the development of villages at the border, while adding that the National Cadet Corps NCC centers will be brought in at schools situated at the border. Prime Minister also stated that the government plans to impart National Cadet Corps training to youth in border villages, which will help them join the armed forces, and also stated that such villages will have all facilities, electricity, water and other provision has been met in the budget. He further stated that budget has envisioned a 2,500 km long natural farming corridor along the banks of River Ganga, which will help the Clean Ganga mission, and also mentioned that 2013 to 14 public investment budget was 1.87 lakh crore and this year's budget has been increased to 7.5 lakh crore. Union Minister Anurag Thakur stated that the government has announced to start 200 educational TV channels for children, and the government is also going to open the first digital university in the country. He also stated that the start of these steps will help the people, especially the children. The Indian government announced taxing on crypto transactions on Wednesday after years of dilly-dallying on how to treat cryptocurrencies. Finance Secretary T.V. Somanathan in an interview said that it is not illegal to buy and sell crypto, stating that taxation on crypto assets has been added. The government's budget proposed taxing income from the transfer of virtual assets at 30%, effectively removing any uncertainty about legal status of transactions. The step tax rate on crypto could dissuade traders that have been soaring in India despite the central bank's warning about risk of money laundering and price volatility. Somanathan has added that the government will not jump the gun on regulation and would stick to taxing any income earned from such transactions. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has been re-elected as Trinamool Congress chairperson on Wednesday. The ruling Trinamool Congress held its organizational elections after a gap of 5 years. TMC Secretary General Partha Chatterjee informed that Banerjee was declared elected without a consent as no other leaders entered the contest. A total of 48 proposers and seconders submitted nominations in favor of Mamata Banerjee. Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao unleashed insults on the PM and the BJP as he ripped into the Union Budget 2022 on Tuesday, calling it terrible and golmaal. The Chief Minister slammed Prime Minister Narendra Modi, saying that he dressed for elections and his budget exemplifies style without substance. Meanwhile, the two will come face to face for a mega event, but Rao said that he won't flinch at sharing his criticism in person. The Chief Minister went to mock the Prime Minister by saying, "Upar Servani andar pareshani." Furthermore, the Chief Minister slammed the BJP of flaunting the Gujarat model as example of Prime Minister Modi's governance. Telangana BJP spokesperson Krishna Sagar Rao slammed Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao's recent statements on the Union Budget 2022. The BJP said KCR has lost his senses and that he has not only lowered his own status but also the Chief Minister's chair. While speaking to ANI, the Telangana BJP spokesperson condemned the language and epithet used by Chief Minister Rao and said that he is trying to pact with the Congress and the Communists. Similarly, in another reaction from the Telangana Congress on KCR statement, former Lok Sabha member and Congress Campaign Committee Chairman Madhu Yashki G. Gaut also lashed out at KCR, calling his sudden outburst on the budget a drama. Just moments after reaching the Heathrow airport, a British A321 plane was forced to abort landing due to strong winds. A video of the incident went viral on social media, where the aircraft was seen attempting to land before taking off again to avoid an accident. According to reports, the jet arrived from Aberdeen at around 10:50 a.m. on Monday, but the pilot abandoned the scheduled landing as the aircraft was buffeted by strong winds. Germany Federal Ministry of Economic Cooperation on Wednesday announced USD 140 million to support United Nations International Children Emergency Fund program in the war-torn nation. The fund will be used to help women and children in Afghanistan who are facing severe conditions due to humanitarian crises and harsh winters. UNICEF representative to Afghanistan, Elise Agunka, has expressed gratitude to Germany's announcement of fund and added that the support will help a generation of children in Afghanistan. 35 million people in Afghanistan are expected to rely on basic primary healthcare services for life-saving care. Paracetamol is unavailable in many of Pakistan's pharmacies and is reportedly being sold in the black market. A drug regulator control of Authority of Pakistan (DRAP) official attributed the shortage of paracetamol as the most commonly prescribed medicine for COVID patients to the rising number of dengue cases and the subsequent demand for the painkiller. DRAP on Tuesday issued show cause notices to 15 pharmaceutical companies for failing to manufacture paracetamol despite having licenses. Meanwhile, Pakistan is currently facing the 5th COVID wave and the number of active cases across the country has crossed the 1 lakh mark. Pakistan's national positivity rate is at 9.65% and National Command and Operations Center recorded 32 deaths across the country over the past 24 hours. So viewers, that's all we have for this bulletin. Thank you for viewing Nagaland TV. Keep watching Nagaland TV for more news and updates.